PFL is important because it definitely gives you a head start on the next grade, and it definitely does help. It helps you go to honors if you get good grades because it already teaches you what you're going to learn in the next coming grade.
Probably the teachers that they have here, because the teachers here in PFL are very energetic. They build up connections with the students and always making you laugh, but you still learn at the same time.
I think PFL is important to students because we get a head start on our academics and how to be around and act around people.
Right now it's algebra, because I think me learning algebra here will help me better understand algebra while I'm in school.
I wish my home school had more manners and respect towards each other, and that we could share like we do here at PFL, and that we could just be each other and not be mean towards each other and just sing Kumbaya.
First thing to get used to was being away from home for that long period of time the first year, because that's when we had the longest time here at PFL, and that was the time that you had to like break out of being homesick and just getting used to being here for the next 4 years.
No, mine is waking up early. Never had to wake up no 6 o'clock in the morning to go breakfast.
That's true.
I had to go to breakfast. I would be at breakfast at 9 o'clock.
Honestly, I had to get used to breakfast every morning. I eat breakfast every morning, so
it was just getting a roommate. I've never really had anybody with me. I've always slept by myself because my sisters had to share a room and they had to give up their rooms for me. So it was just really hard. And then the one year I had a messy roommate, so it was really dirty a lot of times. That was the worst part.
Because they pretty much live with us every day. We wake up every day, we go to breakfast every day, we eat dinner, lunch every day together, like as one big family. And like your teachers at school, they don't live with you. I mean, at the end of the day, they care, but they didn't care as much because they weren't with us all day. So like the RAs and the teachers, they got to get to know us. So now they know, like, okay, this is how they are, and it made everything easier.
I think that during the school year with like Chester and Philadelphia, where they closed down a lot of schools and we always had substitutes and stuff like that, they just did what they had to do to get their money, and they didn't care about seeing us grow and being who we want to be in lives. But here, the teachers make a connection with us and give us like they give us different things of teaching and makes it fun for us and everything, but during the school year they just do what they have to do and then just leave. It's just a different atmosphere of learning.
I believe that PFL, it gives us a chance like to grow and express ourselves how we feel. Like when we at home or at school, we would say express how we feel. We would get in trouble. But when we at PFL, we all have a chance to speak our mind. But it's just a time to. It's not like, I feel as though PFL is a very good program. If I had a choice, I would come here every year. Like as a college too. I would never want to go anywhere. Because you see how much I improved since when I first came to PFL. Because I was mad at the world when I first came. And now it's like I have a reason to live. Like I have people that care about me, that wonder when I'm going back home.
What about you, Zarnian?
My thing when I first came to PFL, I think that like before PFL, before I ever heard of it, I was just like shy most of the time, and I wouldn't like interact with many things. But when I first came to PFL, my stepdad told me to just sit back and watch how different people act and see what type of people you're going to be around. And when I did that, I seen the type of people and counselors and the staff that PFL had, and they all had great personalities. And so that made me more confident about making friends and getting to know people and doing things I haven't done before. And that just changed the way I reacted over the years. It got better and better.
If it wasn't for PFL, I wouldn't be nothing right now. I would still be home with a big attitude.
I would too.
But now PFL helped me with everything. Like they helped me grow between academically, physically, mentally, everything. I just thank everybody between my teachers, my RAs, the counselors, students, everything. The psych director, cause she had my back too. Everybody.
Main thing about PFL that I want to happen is for it to continue to grow in generations, because it gives us a feeling of accomplishment to be able to graduate this year and going through all the things we went to. We just want other kids to feel how we're feeling, to have a connection with the people here like we have, and just to have that privilege of coming here, because we all remember this for the rest of our lives, and we want people to feel how we're feeling and the joy that we have to be a part of PFL.
PFL was just probably the best thing I've ever done in the summer. I mean, like, what else could you, I would just be sitting at my house doing absolutely nothing right now.
Each year during PFL, like the first year everyone was all shy and everything, but like it's 5 weeks, so after the first 2 weeks everyone knew each other, and it was a lot. It was a lot of problems that we had, but at the end of the day we all cared about each other in a very extraordinary way, and it's crazy how we could love each other so much for just being together for a short period of time, but that's just how it is, because we all know that we have each other's backs, and we all know that we'll always have each other. And this year is the hardest year for us because we know that we're not coming back, and it's like it's going to be our last goodbye to our other family that we get used to during the summer. And my biggest thing is I'm going to miss the RAs and teachers and stuff like that, and it's going to just be a big difference not being able to looking forward to come here during the summer. Right, because that's like the most fun.
Too.
You can do so many things.
Not either way, I would still have fun, like a TA or RA, but
because it's like seeing other kids go through what we went through, like having fun, learning. It would like be very, like, I don't know how to say it. It would just be like uplifting, like I'm doing something that they did for me.
It's like giving back to people.
Like giving
all
back.
them years, the counselors and teachers and all that volunteered just to come here and seeing how they reacted. They weren't, none of them were mad about their job, and they were just all happy to be here.
PFL, it kind of made me a better me. Like, I would not be who I am right now if I had never came here. Like, I most definitely want PFL to continue, because I want to come back and give back and see other kids have the feeling, the love. I want them to see what I saw, to have what I had.
I just hope when kids come to PFL, I just hope they don't think what they want to do. I want them to think what they have to do in order to complete.
What they want to do.
Well, when you guys become RAs, that's what you can enforce.
Of course.
Yeah, we are coming back. That's a promise.
Coming
We coming back.
Yes.
That's a goal right there.
We coming back.
I guess I want to say thank you to everybody, the students, the teachers, the RAs. They've just been there for me. I mean, I came here and I didn't really have any friends at my school, and these people here helped me like grow out of my shell, my cocoon, become a butterfly. And just like get out and make friends. And now I just feel like I've grown a lot with these people, and hopefully I see a lot of them come back as counselors.
Strength. PFL gives me pride.
PFL gives me knowledge.
PFL gives me independence.